Hello, everybody. Guess who forgot to add everyone to the stage while the intro was still playing? It was Finn. It was Finn. Hi, I'm Finn. I'm going to be your storyteller for this evening. We'll have more people show up at some point. Do you two want to introduce yourselves while we're here?
Okay, I am Maximus. Yep, that's about it. That's all.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, you know what? I don't think he's
We were waiting
continuing.
for it.
I'm Dan Sebastian. I'm playing Murdow, Goliath Barbarian. We're about to see how far a wolf can fly.
We're gonna find out how far 6 wolves can fly. And I'm Finn. I'm the DM for this. Squeak indeed. Squeak, squeak indeed. Connor will be joining us at some point, I think, tonight, and Erica will be here as soon as she finishes her dinner. How was everybody's day today? We all excited?
Yeah, I was pretty good at learning about all about shoguns through the Shogun show. I mean,
Nice.
not that I didn't already know about shoguns, but it's just so funny how Protestant Catholics back then were. There's a war going on between religions, even in other countries. I mean, it's
What?
crazy. Never would have imagined that.
Other countries have religion?
No, not so much that. More so that white Anglo religions butting into other religions in other countries. So I'm drinking some haiku. Not sponsored.
Nice. Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. I was like, this is
Please
perfect.
drink
Haiku
responsibly.
between the pros. I mean, haiku's perfect. Literary.
Let's go. Let's heckin' go. My cat is very angry because I've been gone practically this entire week, so she's acting out. Bogo, say hello.
Just she's just. Why do you
no
pick me up,
thoughts.
human?
Just no thoughts, head empty. Because she was trying to eat one of my dice boxes. That's why I picked her up. Alright.
Understandable.
So do you guys have any questions about the campaign that we're in while we're waiting for folks?
Yeah, when do we find out all this? Where's the spot with all the secrets?
Everywhere.
Perfect. I
Everywhere.
mean, Mordau. I mean, I knew you were gonna say that. That's why Mordau's first instinct is to tear everything off the walls.
Yeah.
From the very get go, from first episode, that's what he's about.
Yes, he should. I thought your question was going to be when do we get to level up, and then I was going to reveal the secret that if I had to cancel game tonight, I was going to give everybody a free level up as an apology.
See, that's the thing. That is always the first question that somebody's asked, and so I know never to ask that. Because I'm just gonna level up whenever I level up. I'm just gonna give my character his own level ups by throwing things. Can we just go and kill a bunch of rats and level up that way?
Yeah, do you guys want to do like a non-linear side quest for some experience points?
No.
Okay. I tried.
I like to give my character the benefit of the doubt, even though I never ask whether things are going to be XP or milestone. I'm just like, you know what? I'll get there when I get there. It's the milestones are the ones that we make along the way, not the amount of rats we can kill in one session.
Oh, Connor says he's going to be like an hour late, so.
Oh.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
So we just wait on Erica.
Not Erica.
Did you guys see that Scooby-Doo SNL skit?
No, but I saw the thirst trap that the official Scooby-Doo team posted on their TikTok account.
What was it?
It was a thirst trap about Fred.
Oh, from SNL or just in
No,
general?
like the animated cartoon character.
Oh, what, the one from Velma or just like in general?
Nope, the one from the actual
show.
canonical
Okay.
Scooby-Doo.
See, the SNL thing was so funny. It was like rated R SNL. I mean, 100%. It seemed like a fever dream
SNL is always rated R.
because it was exactly what I've thought of for years, where they rip off Old Man Jenkins' face, trying to like show who's underneath, and they just rip off their face, and they just start screaming. The only thing is,
just the full flesh face.
Yes, full flesh face. I was like, this is great.
Hi, Erica. Do you want to introduce yourself? Everybody else did.
Hi, I'm Erica. I play D&D. I play it on several places, multiple streams, including here on Vibe Tribe, where I run Gaia Chronicles every other Monday. It is a JRPG-inspired game, so if you have played any JRPG, you are going to understand exactly what that means. It's a lot of fun, though. And on another stream, you can contact me for that information, where I DM a Witcher campaign.
I need to watch it.
So,
I keep meaning to, and I keep forgetting.
well, there are the 18 lost episodes where it was on its original stream home. But there was an incident, and then we went to a new home. And it basically starts out with them fighting a beholder in that episode.
I love
Classic.
that.
Yeah.
I should make you guys do that. Alright, I have almost completely drawn on my eyebrows. I feel much better about being on stream now. Okay, who wants to fight some wolves?
Let's do it.
Awesome. So this is Between the Prose. This is a Dungeons and Dragons 5e adventure about adventuring through some fairy tales. We're currently in a storybook with a lovely young lady named Borealis and a piece of shit named Klaus that the party hates. We are traversing through the woods to get to Klaus's kingdom, and then we'll do stuff there. But in the meantime, we have encountered wolves in the forest, as we are wont to do in Dungeons and Dragons. Does anybody else have anything to add to our recap? Yes. Yes.
That I revealed a little bit too much of the plot last time, somehow, by accident.
Oh, you did.
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
hmm.
Yeah. We
And
found
now
out that.
Yeah, magic is forbidden. This is going to be interesting.
We found out things about the storybook, because apparently in each and every storybook, there is a different set of laws, which is just so nifty. Okay.
Alright.
Here we go, breaking the rules.
Here we go, breaking the rules. All right. Now, as we are ready to play, I would like everybody to roll initiative, please.
Done.
Perfect. You got a nat 1 on your initiative.
Yeah, I did.
That's so unfortunate.
It's fine. The best
I
for
know.
last.
I know.
I'm just gonna I honestly, I would have wanted to hold it anyway, so the wolves could get closer to me.
Of course, so that you could throw them.
So I can not only I'm gonna jump right off of this carriage on top of them.
I'm so happy that you reveal your wrestler moves to me so that I can try and fail to obfuscate around them.
I mean, I'm just gonna go
I'm not
big mode
gonna.
and jump in the middle of them. I mean, wolves aren't gonna just grow crossbow bolts out of their arms and shoot from range.
That's true.
Well, not these wolves, but mech wolves could.
Maybe when we get to the Tron story universe.
How did you know there was going to be a Tron storyline in this campaign? How dare you look at my nose?
I've just been playing a lot of Kingdom Hearts in between now. No, I haven't. I have not.
Trusted you with that Google document link. Okay. All right. Connor's not here, and I don't want to play as Love, so we're not gonna have Love roll initiative until Connor gets here. If you guys are still in combat. Alrighty. So
Where's your
first?
Sorry. Go on.
Oh, Dan, you also have a friend strapped to your chest in the form of
In my
Skippy,
Birkin?
the smooth-brained goat, in your Birkin. I forgot to get you a stat block, but it's all the same as a regular goat. But he has a special ability called Lead Paint Stare, where he can take an action to stare at a creature of your choosing and unsettle them.
Nice.
Yep.
I almost turned Morda into a goat. Do you want to turn this character into a goat? No.
Okay. All right. First up in our initiative is wolf number 6, who is conveniently right next to Quill. But wolf number 6 is, instead of attacking Quill, is looking very uncertainly at Rainier, who has, upon realizing that you are all in the midst of a wolf attack, put himself at the front of the carriage, and has drawn his long sword in order to meet the combat. This wolf decides to move further into the bushes and will hold its turn. Rainier, ever the brave knight, watches the wolf trudge back into the bushes and takes note of Quill to his right and says to Quill, "All right, can all of you fight by any chance?"
Are you talking to somebody else that has a giant? Are you talking to me? Because I have a giant great axe, and I'm at least 3 times as big as you.
Sometimes people just have those for show.
Have I told you that I've cut a man in complete half in one swing?
I don't think you did, but that's rad, and I'd like to hear more about that later.
Well, he was a king and he was shit at his job, but he was good at being cut in half.
Then my character's not on the map.
Yes, I need to do that for you. Where is Quindon?
I'm right here.
Perfect. That's right. You were behind. There you go.
Yeah.
And then I can add your initiative. Actually, you got higher than the wolf, so before Rainier continues his action or turn, I will let you take your action, since I did not catch that you did not roll initiative yet.
So. So.
Finn, can you make a 2x2 token?
Can I what?
Can you make a 2x2 token?
Can I make a 2x2 token? Just of anything?
I'm just gonna use that as my me as a giant.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, let me.
So Kunta is going to look towards the wolf that's in front of Quill, and can I get it to do me a wisdom saving throw?
You can indeed. He is not good at wisdom saving throws.
He's
This
a
poor little
wolf.
this poor little bastard. Does a 19 do it though?
Damn it, that passes. I'm like,
I'm so sorry.
Fucking wolves.
Then yeah, that's all I can do. Just try and subdue one of them to attack the other.
Okay. So that is your action.
Yep.
Cool. Is that what you wanted, Dan? Is that 2x2? My brain.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. That's Dan. That's Mordo.
Big mode.
Big mode. Big mode activated. Rainier, upon seeing Mordo go big mode, just kind of goes, "Oh, okay. So that's what we're about. All right, perfect. So we're gonna try and just kill off as many as we can and hope that the rest will run away in terror. Does that sound good?"
I mean, I'd actually like to talk to it first.
We'll leave one for you, Quill. Don't worry.
Yeah, what Big Boy said. And then Rainier is going to go to Wolf 2, and he is going to attack. And a 16 is going to hit that poor wolf's AC, and before I roll damage, we're going to roll his other attack. And a 16 is going to hit that poor wolf's AC. It's so sad. It's so sad. All right. We're going to do 2d6 plus 5. So first one is 12. Yeah, 12. And the other one is actually just gonna fucking kill that wolf. The poor thing. As Rainier slashes once with his great sword, the wolf lets out a terrified yelp. And as he rears back again and hits it on the backswing, the wolf's limp body just falls to the side with the impact of Rainier's hit. And he looks at it happily and then glances back over his shoulder to the rest of you and smiles.
Are you trying to impress us? We expect you to be good at your job.
Not trying to do anything. Just having a little... no, not Rainier. Just trying to have a little fun.
I threw one of these wolves earlier 100 feet.
Straight up.
Straight up. And
Well,
that was
let's
before.
see.
And that was before I was big.
That was impressive.
Well, let's see if you can do that again. And it is Wolf 3's turn. Who is going to move... What's your speed? You have 40 feet movement? Hell yeah, my dude. He's gonna move up to Rainier. And Mr. Wolf is gonna try and take a bite attack at him.
No pack tactics for you today.
No pack tactics. 14 does not hit, unfortunately, as the wolf reaches out to bite Rainier. Rainier just takes a side step back, and the jaws clamp shut quickly, and the wolf growls in return. And that's his entire turn. I'm just gonna put the rest of these fuckers as a group, because I'm tired and I don't want to think anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So, Wolf 1 is going to rush up to the horses and begin growling at them.
I have backup horses just in case.
Backup horse? Oh, because of your cloak.
Because of my cloak, exactly.
Wolf 5 is going to move there. And Wolf 4 is going to move up to Quill and is going to growl intimidatingly.
And speaking with animals that was still up from last episode.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong, mate? Are you just hungry? I can help that.
You hear not only wolf number 4, but you also hear wolf 1, 3, 5, and 6 all growling in common. And wolf number 4 responds to you first and says, "You can't help. This isn't that kind of hungry. This is a deeper hunger you wouldn't understand."
Feeding the demon inside? Trust me, I'm the only one who does.
There's no demon inside. And that's gonna be his turn. Quill, is that all that you wanted to do on your turn? Can you?
They've got 2 wolves inside of them, Quill.
So, looking at the map,
they're like
one of the other wolves goes, "Widowy princess, don't worry, I'll protect you."
Wait, did that wolf just say? Wait, is that wolf trying to protect the princess? Wait, there's no princess here.
Stand behind me, princess. I'll protect you.
Wait, are you referring to me or about Borealis?
Widowy, who the fuck is Borealis?
All right, let's kill him.
Oh, so you're gonna protect me? Okay, then I will not blast you into the next century.
One of the other wolves is named Princess. Maybe as either a term of endearment or that's just their name.
Widowy, we have princess and kitten. And I will protect both of them.
Just because they have the cute names doesn't mean I'm not gonna kill them. I'm gonna but Quill, what, you gonna do something? You gonna?
Yeah, might as well.
Send him to Wolf Hell.
I'm supposed to go ahead and take a small step forward into the mess.
Okay.
And then this cube here. I need all 3 of those wolves to go ahead and make Constitution saving throws.
Are they good at Constitution? Hell no, they're not. Why would they be? Do a 3 or a 9 do it?
No.
Oh.
What about the last one?
Oh, there's another one. I know how to count. Does an 11 do it?
No.
Oh. What are you going to do to him? This is so distressing.
Is this Thunderwave?
This is Thunderwave.
Fuck yeah.
So this is going to be 3d8 thunder damage.
Okay.
Go ahead and mark
You're
off
doing a 3rd level thunder wave?
No, 2nd level.
Oh.
I don't have a 3rd level one yet.
And how is it 3D? Oh, because failsafe.
Where the hell is that? Okay, just pulling up a new one then. Alright, so marking off a 2nd level spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
So 15 damage.
Mm.
And they are all ejected past this point.
Okay. You cast this thunderous wave, quite literally. This veritable sonic boom. And as the dust of the dirt road settles, you see these 3 wolf bodies lying limp all across the dirt road.
And my verbal components were piss off.
You can hear wolf number 6 from the bushes go, "Princess, no! I told you to get behind Daddy! I would have protected you!"
Yeah,
Don't laugh. You're gonna encourage me doing it.
Unfortunately, anything that comes at me with teeth, there's no saving it, love.
Love's over there on that log.
Love's
She's
just
still sleeping.
quitting.
Love hasn't been encouraging anything. All right.
Wait,
So,
more, can you speak with animals too? You seem to be reacting a lot to their speech.
they're speaking in common.
Oh, are they actually speaking in common?
Fuck it, yeah, they are.
I thought you said that they were speaking in common.
I mean, it's like common to Quill because he can understand
Oh,
it, but fuck
okay.
it, yeah, they're speaking in common. I'll go with it.
That's why I was like, whoa. They're talking about the princess?
Yeah, everybody can hear this conversation. Fuck it. It's the
What
rules of
in
the
the-
book. I'll go shoot.
What in the name of the cryogenically frozen of Walt Disney is going the fuck on right now?
All right, last 2 are mine. And so before I even go big mode, I want to give myself a little bit of room to start running because I want to long jump to him.
Oh god. Okay.
Because I get +5 since my strength is 20 to get right on top of him. Do I need to roll for that?
Yeah.
Athletics.
Yeah.
I've got advantage because I'm big mode. I land right here. And then I land right in front of this wolf.
Creatures that are on Roll20 that I could just throw at you guys since you You're doing so well.
I grab this wolf and I say, I cast Wolf Bolt. I want to throw this wolf at this other wolf.
All right, roll strength.
Okay.
All right.
But I want to use my so for one, I get crushing throw when you make a successful range attack with a thrown weapon using strength. You can add a range damage bonus to the attack's damage roll, and then also, I can imbue what I'm throwing with thunder. So I like basically electrify this wolf and throw it.
All right.
To hit that other wolf. Let's see. How much damage would a wolf do to another wolf? A D4, a D8, D6?
How much do wolves weigh again?
Oh,
a fully grown wolf can weigh up to about 130 pounds.
I used to work with wolves. I should know this.
Yeah. Male adult, 66 to 180 pounds.
Do 2d8.
Okay, 2d8.
6, very respectful.
Plus, add my rage damage. What's my rage damage bonus?
Plus, at this level, I think it's a +2.
Okay.
Is it proficiency?
No.
No, it's just not a separate thing.
All right, so +2 plus a d4 of thunder damage, which is 2. So 10 damage altogether.
Okay.
As I throw this wolf, and it hits the other wolf.
Look, they're cuddling.
Wow.
It's so sweet of them. They love each other. Alright, you do this. When the wolf lands on top of the other wolf in a heap, and you all can hear one of the wolves, the wolf that was just minding its own business, say, "Get the fuck off of me." And the wolf that was thrown says, "Oh, Princess has claws."
No. I should have thrown it harder.
You could have added your strength modifier since it was.
Oh, wait. So that'd be +5.
Thrown weapon attack.
It is a weapon attack. So, yeah, what is that? What's that? 15 damage. This point says dead.
Which one is dead? The one that was thrown?
The one that got hit. I think the one that got hit would get hit more because I imbued the one I threw to be thunder. So like it hit the other one and the other one got shocked.
As the electricity hits and just ruins this wolf's life, it jerks suddenly, throwing the other wolf off of it, and you can hear it scream out in pain as it dies. And the wolf that was thrown onto it says, "No, princess, no!" I know thunder is sound damage, but I'm tired, and this is my game with my rules, Erica, but I appreciate it.
Just resonates like electricity.
Also, I was putting it in for more.
I see it. But also cloud. I mean, I know cloud giants are all about thunder, which is weird that cloud giants and storm giants, they're so close together, but they're so individual all over each other.
It's hard being a storm giant when no one else is your equal.
Mm-hmm.
One day,
I'll
they'll
fix
all
that.
be
Don't worry.
equals. I'll fix that. All right, one wolf left.
One wolf left. And it's Kunder's turn.
Okay.
Put them in the ground.
Is it the one that's underneath the X?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blast them.
Yep, I'm going to. Actually, instead. Because I haven't used this before yet. Okay, there we go. So what I'm going to do is he's going to point his finger towards him like a gun.
What's a gun?
And I'm going to use 3 charges on my special thing, and I need the wolf to do me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Prepare for some fireworks.
Will a 14 do it?
Nope, missed by 1.
Ooh.
I'm like, oh dear. Okay, I'm going to roll the damage, and you're basically just going to see a shooting star just shoot towards the wolf, and it's going to burn up.
For how much damage?
Doesn't come up. Nothing's come up. 13 points of fire damage.
How would you like to do this?
He's just basically just going to imagine that he throws it up and just bats it like a baseball. Just pop.
As the wolf bursts into flames, you can hear it not only scream out in pain and in surprise and in terror. You can also hear it say, "In heaven there will be more princesses and kittens."
Too bad that's not where you're going. I thought the fire was a pretty sure sign of where you're going. You're going to wolf hell, buddy.
Where will we? There was only wolf heaven for me.
That's the other thing that now happens now that I've killed him and stuff, is like I'm going to I'm gonna put my
I cast taxidermy.
Roll a d20.
And spare the dying at the same time.
Because I killed the wolf, I gained 6 hit points, 6 temporary hit points, and I drained a bit of its energy.
Perfect. Love Dark One's blessing. All right. As all of the wolves die, and you can only hear the screams of them as they enter heaven or hell.
All dogs go to heaven.
Too bad these
All dogs do go to
wolves.
heaven. You can hear Rainier whistle low, with impress. What the fuck am I on? With gratitude and astonishment that you all did so well. And he puts his greatsword away and starts to walk himself back to the carriage. And as he's patting the horses to calm them, he says, "Remind me not to get on your guys' bad side. That was a very well orchestrated annihilation."
We were just warming up.
Oh.
He's not wrong.
Any targets in your got your eye? And he kind of like gets into a playful defensive stance and says, "We could spar a little bit if you want."
I grab one of the wolves and I throw up into the air.
Just straight up into the air.
Just straight up into the air. Just to show. Even though I didn't do it before. While I'm still like coming out of rage.
Roll a strength check. You could do it at advantage if you don't already have it. Athletics.
Okay.
Rainier, have you?
No. A 15.
It gets stuck in a tree.
That's fine. I wanted it to splat on the ground, but it's fine that it's in the tree. It gets to spread the wealth of food to the other of the ecosystem, you know?
Rainier acknowledges Quill. Yes.
Have you ever studied a human body or even what's inside of it?
I've been to a tavern once or twice in my time.
You're gross. I mean the thing inside your skull.
Oh, like the brain? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about it?
Thing.
Yeah.
You know,
Got all
did
that
you know that?
in there.
Yeah, so they say. Turns out it's more than that. It controls every motion the rest of your body makes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I can squeeze your brain, completely cut off your ability to move any part of your body, while making it leak out of your ears and eyes and nose.
You know, that's sounding just a little bit hostile. I thought we were all friends.
I'm telling you, you don't want to fight.
If you guys still have some
fight.
You can still have some royal gray matter on my axe. I forgot to clean it.
I don't enjoy fighting because it's not fair.
Oh, but you're so good at it. And I think if you just had the right sparring partner, it might be very enriching to you.
I'm getting back on the carriage.
I just raised my voice and 3 wolves died.
Well.
There's a reason why I'm so calm.
Yeah, we all fight and kill wolves every once in a while to blow off steam.
You do this just because you're upset.
Well, no. I mean, like, I have a job whenever I need to take people out of the castle to the dangerous forests. I need to protect them. It's not something I like to do, but I learned that if you make yourself a big enough threat, most things will run away in terror. Most things.
Yeah, most.
Did fight a very big bear once. That's how I got my scar and how I lost my eye.
Honestly, I'd rather fight a bear than a man any day.
I can't help but think that if I came across a bear in a woods and, like a just a regular guy in the woods, I'd probably go off with the bear myself.
100%.
Yeah. You know what I always say? Bears are better than people.
Well, that's fair. I mean, even the female bears pick people over males. So there is a point of there are certain it's a lateral movement between all species.
I just think bears are fascinating.
Oh yeah, true.
I wish I was a bear sometimes. As you guys are having this conversation, the carriage rattles and out bursts Klaus with his rapier drawn. And he is waving it around wildly and without abandon as he screams, "Where are they? Where? I'll take care of them."
Little late to the party, Daredevil.
What? No, I can fight. I can protect us. I can do this.
Maybe next time.
You couldn't have just left one for me.
We tried, but honestly, we're just a little bit too strong.
Mm-hmm.
But next time some rats attack, we'll leave some for you.
Ugh. I never liked rats.
Well, I don't like throwing a wolf and making it combust into the other, but sometimes we gotta do what we gotta do.
I'm calling bullshit on that, Mortal. I think you enjoyed that quite a bit.
I mean, I'm just trying to hit my PR, but we do what we gotta do.
Yeah, well, don't skip leg day, okay?
Did you not see me jump 35 feet?
Anyway,
Not skipping it.
Klaus, it's very nice of you to show up so eagerly to the party late. But your valor is not needed at this moment.
Yes, well, I can see that. I would hope that if we come across another distraction such as this on our journey back to my palace, that you'll alert me so that I might test my abilities.
Actually, I won't. You have a captain of the guard, and us. That's what we're getting paid for, remember?
Well, perhaps against a measly wolf or something. Reindeer speaks and says, "Yeah, no, if we come across some rats, I'll let you know so that you can get your exercise in, your highness."
I mean, actually, I wouldn't even suggest that. Rats have fleas, and they carry plague.
Oh, that's actually that's a misconception. All of the evidence that they found throughout the years of, plagues happening is that they come from other organisms and not rats. Rats are actually pretty clean, and we don't typically have anything to worry about from rats,
Nope.
except, their bites.
Rats and squirrels usually carry black plague still.
Oh, it's mostly just the squirrels. Never trust a squirrel. If there was a squirrel and a bear in the woods, I'd feel much more safe with the bear again.
All right, now you're just drawing. I mean,
I'm
you're a bear person. I mean,
I'm just saying.
All right, whatever.
If there was a human man in the woods and a squirrel, I'd choose the man.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, Mordau's a bit of a bear. I mean, there's a whole subgenre on it. I believe it's called Bara.
No. Don't introduce that into canon.
Too late.
So upsetting. So upset.
I mean, that's all JoJo is.
upsetting. Okay.
Oh, JoJo, fashion wizards with ghosts.
JoJo's Bar Adventure.
JoJo is nothing but fashion wizards with ghosts.
In the later seasons, yeah. It's good though. Good quality.
Rainier says, I don't know what that is, but it sounds exotic, and I'd also like you to tell me more about that when we get the chance.
I'm only going to tell you about the first 2 seasons.
Like-
the worst ones.
Like spring and summer? Or...
Yeah, sure, whatever. Let's go.
You really need to stick it out for the fall collection.
No, don't tell him. Don't tell him the good ones. He doesn't deserve the good ones. Tell him that there's only 2.
All right. Do you all take the time to move the wolf carcasses out of the way of
Yeah.
the carriage?
Before I start going into
Love
normal
Love
mode.
is going to wake up, and then she'll go and do ranger things with them.
No, I'll just chunk them to the side.
Like what?
Ranger things.
What ranger things are you talking about?
Ranger things.
Collecting wolf hides.
Eh,
I mean,
I don't know.
that's debatable. For some rangers are gonna not want to do that.
I mean, if you want, I can call Connor right now and ask him what Love would do.
Okay, that's fair.
No, I go
I'm
over
gonna do it.
there.
That
I
sounds
just
like fun.
chunk the wolves over before I get out of rage. I'm like, I got a minute. I gotta do all this stuff.
I can do it. No, it sounds fun. I'm calling Connor and asking.
Oh yeah.
Hello, yes. We're playing the Dungeons and Dragons, and Erica, and you're on speakerphone, and Erica made a decision that Love was going to stop disassociating to go and do, and I quote, ranger things to the wolf carcasses in the woods.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to confirm.
I think specifically, do you have my character sheet up?
No.
Oh, okay, well, then fuck it.
You skinning them?
What she's gonna do is she's gonna drag every single one of those wolves. And how many are there? 6?
Yeah, there's like 6.
Okay, are they all dead?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why they're carcasses.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, she's gonna like hold up a finger and be like, 1 second, okay, and then she's gonna drag all of them over into like the bushes, and then do something while they're in there.
Ominous.
Yes, I'll text you what she's doing in case anybody wants to investigate.
Okay.
I'll be there as soon as I can.
Okay, okay, bye. Have fun.
Okay, bye. Thanks.
Okay, bye. I'm glad we got that. I'm glad that we got that.
Do something. What's this something?
What's something, Connor?
I don't know what it is.
Your guess is as good as mine.
No, I investigated with the 5. I definitely don't know what it is.
Well, now we have to wait for him to text me.
No, it's fine. We can continue on.
Okay.
Unless anybody
So-
else investigates.
Okay, I got distracted by my
Okay.
phone, and it wasn't because of Connor. Okay, never mind. So Love goes to do whatever ominous thing she's gonna do in the woods with wolf carcasses. We'll see what that's about. Klaus fully steps out of the carriage for a few moments to discuss something with Rainier. The horses are settled, and you all are ready to continue on to your next adventure.
Okay.
What would you guys like to do in this brief interval before we continue on?
I'm good. I'm just gonna lay down and just,
On top of the carriage?
yep.
Since I brought the horses back, I'm going to go ahead and climb atop mine
Mhm.
I will pull out my lute and I will start playing A Cloak of Elven Kind.
Okay. Mhm.
The song originally made by Marcy Playground.
All right. Perfect.
I'm gonna keep on reading this book that I've had since that I've had from Zephy's.
All right. Okay. As the minutes tick away, the forest becomes quiet again. Everything except for Quill's soft playing on his lute. Oh, hold on, Connor texted me.
He's making a coat.
It's worse than that. Okay. After a few moments, Love comes back from whatever business she was doing in the woods with the wolf carcasses.
Mm-hmm.
And she wipes her hands together, puts her hands on her hips, and says, "Ah, all right, let's go." And she climbs aboard her horse. Everything is quiet except for Quill's soft lute playing. Klaus finishes his conversation with Rainier and climbs back into the carriage. And Rainier saddles up onto his horse.
Sorry about that. I forgot someone was coming in to come and check on me, even though I'm here.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. At least it wasn't another snake update.
You putting the lyrics?
No. We found it and we let it go.
Perfect. That's the kind of snake update I like.
Yeah.
Are you investigating to go see what Love was doing?
I failed it.
How do you know you failed it?
I rolled a 5.
How do you know that failed it? How do you know you failed that?
Because I would expect Love to have been more discreet with what she did to those wolves than a 5.
I think Connor would allow for like a failure of a stealth check based off of what he said.
I will glance over and look. What happened?
If you stay where you are on top of the carriage and just look into the woods from where Love reemerged from, you would see a mess of wolf bodies and some deep trenches dug into the ground in specific intervals to potentially mimic something.
Okay. Let's keep going.
Okay. As Rainier and Klaus finish their conversation, Klaus goes back into his carriage with Borealis. Rainier saddles himself on his horse and looks to all of you and says, "So, Klaus has decided that when we get back to the castle, he wants to throw a party. And it's kind of a last minute thing, but he asked me to talk to all of you and cordially invite you as the captain of the guard to see if you would be interested in sticking around for said party."
Sure, I'm still dressed for a party.
Well, I mean, we'd also provide you with
tuxedo.
Yeah, like clothes. You can freshen up before it. Depending on like what supplies we have available, it may not even be partying today when we get back, but maybe like tomorrow or something, give you a chance to rest up.
I just want the exact same outfit I'm wearing with sleeves.
Okay, yeah, we could do that. The other thing is that like we our kingdom tends to do like masquerade balls. I don't know if you know anything about those, but it's
Yeah, that's the
commonplace.
exact same thing we did too.
Oh, you just had one recently?
Yeah.
Cool.
Masks and everything. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Well, we usually like to do masquerade balls. We like to make things real like mysterious and everything. Try and hide who we really are. And
do you guys by chance have a creepy guy that is in any way his name rhymes with foreskin? That
oh yeah, like Thorsten? Yeah, we've got a Thorsten. No, we don't have a Thorsten. What the fuck is a Thorsten? What even is a foreskin?
Oh god, your education's terrible here. Let's keep going. Yeah, we'll do your party. I'll get before we go. Let me go ahead and let's stop by a place so I can get a whetstone. Let me get my axe ready.
Oh yeah, like we have a blacksmith on property. Like you
Yeah.
can go visit them.
Yeah, that'll be fine. I just need it to get real easy cut.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we could definitely do that. He wants to use the party, just to warn you guys, as a thank you. So you're gonna be the guests of honor. And he also wants to introduce Borealis as his queen to be. So it's kind of like a 2-part thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. So let me know what kind of ales you like to drink, if you have any food allergies, that kind
The
of stuff.
strongest one.
Strongest, my man. Yes. We're gonna party together. We're gonna keg stand, bro. Do you know what a keg is?
I'm literally I have one on my hip.
Sorry, it was being covered up by the goat that's still attached to your body.
The goat's got a name, okay?
I don't know. You didn't introduce me.
I literally on the front of the Birkin it says Skippy.
Oh, I thought that was just like the person who made that thing. I didn't realize it was the goat's name.
This goat's literally royalty, and you should check yourself next time.
He's gonna do an insight check to see what you mean by the goat is royalty.
I got the goat for Borealis.
Borealis isn't royalty.
I know, but I said basically royalty.
He got an 18. You can either roll deception or persuasion.
A 7.
He knows. He knows.
He knows what? I got this goat for Borealis. She's about to be royalty. It's basically royalty.
She's not royalty. That's not how it works.
Not yet.
Not how it works. All right. The rest of you continue on. Time passes. Y'all are ready to go. I get to read things. Do I have a map ready for when this happens? Yes, I do. I love it. I love my pre-planning. Okay. The smell of pine and petrichor gives way to the salt and citrus of the coastline as the canopy of trees becomes more and more sparse. The protection of the forest ends abruptly as the beginnings of a town tower above your party. Pause for effect.
town.
Tall homes made of solid stone gleam above you. The cry of gulls and crashing waves announcing your arrival before the glimmering carriage toddles onto the hard-packed earth of the streets. Laundry hangs from wires connecting neighboring homes. Horses stand in stables and paddocks interspersed with trees bearing lemons, limes, and oranges. Men and women stop and stare at the return of the king's carriage, now darkened with the shadows of its inhabitants and the colorful cast of characters that make up its party. As Klaus's retinue pulls through the town, the road does not become more structured. Instead, it is only when the carriage pulls through the final street of arguably fancier homes and stops in front of a simple wooden drawbridge that allows you to look directly into the complex of his castle and its cobblestone paved walkways.
I just realized you can double tap your character sheet and it like turns into a little tab and goes in the corner.
That's cute.
It's
love
really
that.
cute.
There is no real entrance to there's no real entrance of applause when you all arrive in this town, besides people looking on with awe. There's no fanfare, there's no confetti, there's nothing that would denote a true king's return for an outing such as this.
I just sit cross-legged on top of the carriage, just feeding Skippy some grain with my battle axe, just like hovering above me a little bit.
You see a few of the women kind of like eyeing you up and down and like talking to one another, and you see some of the men even going like, "Oh, look at that axe. That's good handiwork. That's good showmanship."
It's literally a razor.
As you pass by, they go, "A razor.
God.
I still can't get over what Connor texted me he was doing in the woods.
I feel like I could tell what he was doing in the woods, but I'm like, you know what?
What was he doing in the woods?
I don't want to say it.
What do you want to say?
I don't.
Say it.
In my head, I'm just like, you know what? Whatever happens, happens.
Okay. You know what happens in the woods stays in the woods.
True, that too. Things are sacred.
I mean, if this was a horror movie, you could get all the way out to the highway and still not be free.
I mean, as a man of the earth, you gotta respect somebody that does weird shit with the earth. Like, go for it, dude.
Mm-hmm. The drawbridge is lowered in front of the castle. Klaus exits the carriage first and then holds a hand out delicately for Borealis, who you can see her pale, slender hand reach out of the shadows of the... What the fuck did your shirt say?
Property of the Chicks? Like,
okay.
Yeah, I
Is
got
it
it
the Dixie Chicks?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, they changed their name, but yeah.
Right.
I got it whenever I watched them in June.
Nice. Borealis extends her slender hand and wrist out of the carriage and takes Klaus's hand in her own. He guides her out, and you can see her blinking at the harshness of the water, of the sunlight on the water, rather.
Sorry, can I make an insight check? Does she look worse than she did before?
Worse than this morning at the tavern?
Yeah.
Sure. Insight or investigation?
Nope.
She looks like she's been in a carriage all day.
Okay.
You know, like when you've been traveling all day, or on an airplane, and you just look dehydrated and sad. That's kind of what she looks like. Klaus stands next to her, also awestruck by the beauty of what his palace is. It is gleaming stone on a man-made island, with a beautiful backdrop of the sea. Straight through the portcullis and into the courtyard of the palace, you all can see flowering bushes of roses, more citrus trees in the courtyard itself. And you can see a lovely willow tree giving shade to a stone bench and a small pond in the ground just beside it as well. Klaus smiles to Borealis and extends his hand to welcome her into the castle. And the two of them begin to cross over the drawbridge and leave the rest of you behind to make your own journeys forward.
I hop off and I just follow. Just waiting to get to a point where I can sharpen my axe.
As you begin to follow, Rainier actually taps you on the shoulder and says, actually, hold on, Mordau, you wanted the blacksmith? Or
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's actually in town. The castle's kind of the only thing on there, and we have everything else in town except for like our kitchen and our laundress and stuff like that. So if you have any goods that you need, you're gonna need to stay in town for those.
Well, since we're guests of the king, how about you do me a favor and get this sharpened for me?
You're gonna trust a stranger you just met this morning with your weapon.
I'm gonna trust this guy that's supposed to be at the king's side, that he bring this back to me, and if I don't see you, you're gonna take a long swim.
Are you implying that I don't know how to swim? I grew up at the ocean.
I mean, it's a tough way to swim when you have no arms.
Oh, you're gonna take off my arms too?
I mean,
who would?
I want to give you a challenge. You know, bears will take off your arms.
Bears would not take off my arms.
Why do you think they're called bear arms?
I'll go ask a bear myself if it'll take my arms, and I guarantee you it'll say no.
Well, you can speak to animals too.
I've spent 2
Or do all of your animals speak?
I mean, like, you can speak with animals. You just go up to an animal and say, "Hey, how's your day going?"
And they can speak back to you?
No, that's crazy. Why would animals talk?
I mean, those wolves.
You mean like the 6 wolves?
Those wolves talk to us.
What do you mean the wolves talk to you?
I think we're talking about willy punches.
I didn't hear any of that.
Cool. Maybe this is some of the things that we are able to figure out ourselves. You know what? Fine. If you don't want to. That's right. You know what?
They say.
No.
If you can speak with animals, what they say.
They said, you know what? My axe is sharp enough.
I'll take it. I'll take it to the blacksmith. It's fine. He's a really cool guy. All right. That's fine. Please feel free to enter the castle grounds then. I'm sure one of the stewards can show you to your room so that you can freshen up. Woo woo woo.
I go to get fitted for my tuxedo.
Okay. Does anybody else want to do anything? In town or otherwise?
No.
Is the brewery is out of the castle, right?
I literally have a cast of whiskey.
And you're leaving. So
You
I
mean-
guess I'm following you.
I'm not leaving. I'm just here in the castle.
Oh.
Also, we're here now. We can just drink. They said that we were going to get the strongest mead. The strongest drink in general.
Yeah. But I'm still going to head to the tavern.
All
Okay.
right.
Maximus, is there anything you'd like to do?
Probably inspect the grounds.
Yeah, I'm going to also make a point of all the exit points of the grounds.
Okay. Perfect. Quill is we're gonna hang out with Quill first. Quill is experiencing the town. Are you going straight to the tavern, or do you want to look around, get your bearings?
Since I have not been here before, I don't know where the tavern is, so I will casually saunter my way through town, trying to take in the sights.
Just look for the building with the silly name.
How do I know that they actually have it written? It could just be an awkward shaped sign.
No, it's written. It's written in common.
What's the name of the tavern?
Hold on.
The Giggling Jester.
No. Hold on.
The drowning fish.
No.
The blue perineum.
No. I can't think of anything. I'm waiting for the fantasy name generator to load.
Oh. The drowning trout.
Okay, this one's fun. You see very close to the castle drawbridge, actually, a sign out front with a menu board denoting. Are you mixing tequila and sake?
No, that's my dog's Cheetoys tequila.
Oh, okay. Okay. You see a sign denoting a establishment called Cheers and Beers Cantina.
Well, this might do. I will slowly make my way into the building.
Okay, perfect. You head into the building. There is kind of an antechamber right as you open up the door. That is, oh, you motherfucker! I knew I felt you. I just found a feather lice on me. I want to die. I want to die. I thought I washed them all out. I hate it. You enter the antechamber and you see a few different sights. You can see a few different taxidermied animals and hunting trophies taking up space on the wall.
Any wolves?
You're not there. You can see a few different portraits, and you are overcome with the smells of citrus as it permeates into this wooden establishment. As you approach the bar, you find a kind of middle-aged human man working the bar, cleaning a tankard with his apron. And he eyes you up and down and then nods his welcome to you as he continues to clean his glass. You just gonna stand there, or are you gonna order something, stranger?
Yeah, I am clearly from out of town, and I was wondering if you could perhaps make me a particular drink.
If you know the ingredients, I'll do my best, but can't make any promises.
So, it is a. Do you have spearmint, limes, and rum as the most basic ingredients?
Yes, I definitely have limes. They are one of the kingdom's most produced items. I've also got, I've got a little bit of rum left over from the sailors. And then what was the other one? Mint? Probably somewhere around here.
Yeah, so the drink is made. You just crush up the mint a little bit. You don't. You now go ahead, slice a lime, several slices, goes in the bottom. Rum goes in, adding the crushed mint down into it. Stir. Yeah.
Seeming like you were trying to make this a challenge, but this is pretty straightforward, I'd have to say.
It is a pretty simple drink to make, but like I said, I'm not from around here. It's so hard to get both the mint and the limes, back home.
Mm. And where's home for you? He's asking as he's starting to make this drink for you.
So far away. They just call it the Dale Lands.
Dale Lands. Well, I've never heard of them. It's a nice place.
It has its moments.
I see. Well, well, glad you're joining us here. And he slides over the drink to you from across the bar. And he says, hope that warms you up and reminds you of home a little bit.
Oh, no. This drink will not remind me of home. That's the best part.
Makes sense why you're a traveler, it seems.
Exactly.
Well,
Oh, that is good.
Glad I could do it well. I might just add that to the menu.
Simple to make, great taste, yeah?
Yeah.
So this is my first time in this town.
Well, welcome. What brings you in? We don't get a whole lot of visitors.
I met your king on the road.
You met the king on the road. What the What was the king doing outside of the castle? Isn't that where they're supposed to stay?
Oh, this one should have. The poor Nance was being attacked by wolves.
Attacked by wolves? What a... Why was he being attacked by wolves?
Because the blind bastard went outside without a guard.
Rainier didn't go with him? How did he...
And he snuck out.
How did he manage to do that? Isn't he blind? Can't he... He can't see his way through the castle.
Even if you can't see your way through the castle, if you keep walking up and down this hallway, you eventually know where things are.
Yeah, well, guess you're true about that.
But yeah, he snuck his way out of the bloody castle, managed to get, half a day down the road,
Yeah.
and attacked by wolves.
What a... Can't believe that guy is the one who's leading us and in charge of all of our taxes, but whatever. Well, I wasn't born royalty, I can't say anything about it.
Well, I don't think he's actually. I think he says how much to charge you, but I think someone else does the bookkeeping, as it were.
Yeah, well, it's all above my my pay grade, so what do I know?
Sorry, I got hungry. I'm having lunch. I'm having fried rice.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well,
Hell yeah.
Bloody spoon.
Well, me and some of my mates, because we helped the king on the road, he is trying to throw us a bloody party tonight.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of curious. Him throwing a party, what kind of burden does that put on you and the rest of the town?
What do you mean?
He's spending your bloody money to do it, isn't he?
I guess. I mean, it's gonna get spent one way or another, isn't it? Whether I spend it, the wife spends it, or the king spends it, who gives a shit?
Well, I'm just thinking, as somebody who's always in charge of just, their own.
Alexa, stop.
Alexa.
If I was going to give somebody else my coin and and their job is to protect me, I'd make sure that the perimeter wall is strong. I'd make sure that we have, watchtowers down the way. Maybe guards that travel the highway. Make sure there's no fallen trees and things like that.
I guess. We don't really have a whole lot of trouble here. Not for years now, I think.
Hey, maybe no trouble is a sign of good stewardship, yeah? I just like to know that, just somebody who's one poor bastard's born of some poor woman and all of a sudden they get to be king. I've always thought that to be the worst form of government ever. I think finding a magic sword in a lake might be better.
Yeah, sure. Well, the king's family has been very good over several generations, from what my my family has said, even.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah, we've really had nothing to complain about. They've always kept us safe, kept us fed and happy, kept taxes low. Nothing really to protect against here. Everybody in town is pretty loyal to the family.
It's a good if they've earned your loyalty, yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we all get invitations to this fancy party of yours tonight.
That would actually make me happier. Because what? I'm some asshole on the road. I see a kid, being attacked by wolves. And, some dumb fuck, on the road, and I just don't want him to be eaten. I didn't know he was a bloody king. Then Rainier did show up. He brought us all the way back, and now we're supposed to get a fucking party. And I actually would be happy to know that the townspeople who are going to end up footing the fucking bill are actually get to reap some of those rewards.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the king takes good care of us. He and his father always have, and his father's father, and so on and so forth. It's not anything new that we'll get invited to this party. A lot of us don't even go anymore just because we're, it's not our scene. We'd rather stay home, have a quiet night in before we go back to the fields in the morning.
But the invitation is there. You have the option to come if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually good. I think this kingdom might be better than I gave it credit for. What about the neighboring kingdoms? I mean, hey, they could be a month's ride away. Who fucking knows?
Haven't had any problems.
So they've managed to keep up, relations with the neighboring kingdoms as well.
As far as I know, yeah. I don't really care about politics that much. I pay my taxes. I run my bar. Nothing else really for me to do.
Well,
it seems.
I understand that, but when it comes time for conscriptions, I think we should all care at least a little bit about politics.
Conscriptions? Are you talking about war? Do you know something the rest of us don't?
War was common back home. So I've had to learn a whole lot about, I know a little about a whole lot of things. And making sure that the neighboring kingdoms are at least happy and appeased so that not every son is getting freaking conscripted for some bloody idiot's war.
We haven't had to deal with war in decades.
Let's move that down the road and hope for a century, eh?
I'll cheers to that. And he takes up a tankard from behind the bar and clinks your glass with his.
Oh, shit. Sorry, mate. My name's Quill. What's yours?
Good to meet you, Quill. I'm Cord.
Sorry, I'm a little drunk already. Did you say Cord or Korg?
Cord.
Cord, okay.
If I was one for spelling, I'd spell it out for you, but you'll have to buy another drink for that one.
I go ahead and finish this one off and order another.
Perfect. As you do that, he laughs and he takes out a piece of paper and a piece of charcoal from behind his ear, and he writes down his name, and it's C-O-R-D. Bork.
But, back in my home is a legend a man named Cord, spelled with a K, not a C.
Mm-hmm.
And legend is that he's so strong, so powerful. He is a dragon slayer. I mean, just massive, massive mountain of a man. And says he defended the people so much that even the gods paid attention to him. And when he was supposed to finally die of old age, they gave him back all of his strength and raised him to godhood himself. Yeah, just an old story. So you got a good name.
Thank you. I'll make sure my mother knows about that.
As for me, I'm just a bloody bookworm.
Yeah, you got smarts behind all that? Oh no.
Oh, no.
And then there were 3.
Now, behind this veneer is nothing but pomp and arrogance.
Nah.
I'm up the top now.
Yay!
And I'm rightfully a bottom.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. That was funny though. Take an inspiration for that. Maximus, take an inspiration.
I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
And you know what, Dan? You also take an inspiration. Because you 3 are here for game
Everyone
tonight.
but
Everyone but Connor. If he doesn't show up for another
You get
5
inspiration.
minutes, you all get a free level up and you get to leave Connor in the dust. No rats required.
I'll take a level in Connor's level.
I'll
So-
just take a level away from love.
Oh,
I'll take a level into what Connor is.
so I just continue these conversations,
Yeah.
just trying to learn about the country itself, and that.
Sure.
Do I need to make investigation? Do I need to make persuasion? Or has the RPs kind of set the tone?
I mean, Cord is very cordial, and is happy to talk to you. You're the only person who has come into his bar in what you find out is a very long time. It's been several days since he's had any real company, so he's happy for yours. And he talks to you, and he lets you know whatever you want to know about this region, about his life, about the town, their trade, all of that.
Okay. But remember, I'm framing everything as like, hey, this is where I'm from, way out, in the sticks. This is what's the difference is. So I'm not trying to be overt about, hey, what's going on.
He works customer service, and you are a nice customer, so he's gonna bend over backwards for you.
All I've got on me are these coins. These were made in my homeland.
Don't worry about it.
It's real gold, though.
No. You gave me a new recipe to try, put on the menu. It's on the house.
Hey. Well, you might not say that when I start ordering food, too, because I'm going to need it before I can leave. I doubt I could get out of this stool.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And as...
See, back home we say we burn that bridge before, once we get to it.
Oh, you grew up in a rough spot. Let's try and replace those with happy memories. And as Cord and Quill continue their banter, what are Klendar and Mordau doing as you walk into the castle, into the courtyard?
Just usual spy stuff. Just looking, seeing where certain places are.
You see a a coastal fortress is the best way to describe it. You walk through the main gate of the castle and find stairs and ladders leading up onto the why are my words failing me?
Wall.
Yeah, the wall where guards towers are. You find parapets with 2 guards each inside of them, one of which looks down at you as you pass through and makes eye contact with you before he turns away to continue his guarding. You see a small wooden building right at the entrance that you can presume houses the guards. Allows them a place to sleep at night and is close enough to the wall to defend against any attackers coming from shore. As you
Yep.
kind of, yeah.
Oh, no. I was just saying, yeah, I'm listening in.
Okay. As you kind of continue forward some more, is the entrance of the castle. You can see that Borealis is led into it by Klaus, who is still marveling at being able to see his home for the first time. He is excitedly talking to Borealis about like memories of growing up here, what it was like to be blind in a place such as this, how he always enjoyed hearing the waves crash upon the shore and feeling the salt on his face as he and Rainier would walk the castle walls and even go down to a hidden area that he couldn't even get to now to go and play in the water as children. They go inside, and you are welcome to follow them, or you can explore around the grounds some more and to learn your surroundings.
Explore the ground some more.
Perfect. You see a courtyard with those blooming, blossoming flower bushes that I described earlier. There are citrus trees, more lemons, limes, and oranges. You can see a large willow tree that is shading a stone bench that has a plaque engraved into it, and a small pond next to it that is empty at this moment, except for water, of course. Walking around the perimeter some more. Sorry, hold on 1 second. I have to cough. Choking and dying. I'm so sorry. As you kind of round the back of the entire palace, you do find higher walls of stone that go into a garden, and at the very back you find a trellis area. It has more flowers, more citrus trees, and has a lovely view of the ocean and of the sunset. But that is all that you really see from the outside grounds. It's just a lot of greenery, a lot of places to sit, and a lot of open area for people to congregate, or you think if there's any kind of like attacks, battlegrounds that would not provide any choke points for either side.
All right, so those are the ideal places.
What?
I was saying, okay, those are the ideal places.
Uh-huh.
The no choke points. I think Murdow's making just like very crude mental map of all the spots that he's like, okay, this is a place where I'd want to bring them. This is a place where I'd want to bring them.
Yep. All right. Is Mordau doing anything fun?
Mordau's just preparing. I mean, I'm sure he's like just broken off. I mean, even though it doesn't help his axe any, he's just broken off a piece of like the foundation of like a wall or something, and just sharpening his axe through that since he didn't want to go into town.
Rainier walks up to you and says, I would have taken your axe to the blacksmith like no problem. You don't have to do that.
It would have took too long.
And you're defacing property at this point. You know that, right?
It's fine.
I don't think
property isn't inherently theft.
Listen, like, this is just the place that I live, and I kind of like, it's my job to protect it, and
just tax the townsfolk a little bit more this year.
We haven't raised taxes in 100 years.
Yeah, I'm sure now that the king's able to see all the documents, he's going to be raising them pretty soon now.
No, we'll see about that. I mean, if he tries it, I'm just going to knock some sense into him, quite literally, because we've done it this way for 100 years, and he'd be breaking tradition. And there's no point in that, in my opinion.
I mean, in the sense of your king doing things his own way, it seems like the very small time that I've known him, he wants to do things his own way. So.
Yeah, okay, he is very hard-headed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But tell me a little bit more about the king and the queen before him.
Oh, yeah, his parents? I mean, they were good people. Like, do you want a history lesson?
No. I want more of a sense of, are there any other, or how are your people that help with sicknesses around here? Are there any people that, like, say, you have to deal with plague? I know you mentioned plagues before, but do you have any plague doctors? Do you have anybody that go and administer things to people? And I kind of give I give a description of those people that would have been dealing with Borealis. But at the same time, like, not saying that they dealt with Borealis, but a description of, like, do you think anybody would go out and deal with people? How's your plague situation? I know you mentioned it before.
I mean, we haven't had a plague in a while now. I mean, we have doctors. Do you need a physician? I can ring for the town physician.
And how do they, whenever they have to deal with plague, do you have like a unit or a group or a couple that deal with people?
I guess like the doctor's wife could help, but they don't really deal with plague. We haven't had to deal with a plague in generations, I think. Not since I've been alive, really.
So the doctor's wife, is it just one person or is it two people?
The doctor only has one wife. It's him and his wife.
And they're in town?
Yes. Do you want to go to them? I can take you.
You know what? Yeah.
Okay.
Take me.
Sure. Follow me, I guess. He leads you into town. You pass by the tavern. You pass by several of the homes, a marketplace. You pass by a grand church.
Before we get there, I
with
do want to ask, like, does the king ever send the doctor and his wife off to do things?
not them specifically. Felix just kind of runs his own business in town. I think he kind of is kept busy by patching up the farmers that get hurt in the fields or with their equipment and whatnot. But yeah, Felix and Sybil just stay in town from what I've seen. They don't really go elsewhere.
Okay.
Are you feeling all right? Like, did the wolf?
No, I'm feeling fine.
Attack you, but anything I yeah.
I'm just a person that thinks a little bit outside of the box, and I think,
yeah.
You know how sometimes you don't 100% know if wolves are going to be able to talk to you, and sometimes you hear that wolves talk to you, and you think, okay, where does this branch off to? If you didn't expect this, what else am I not going to be able to expect? And so I like to know how far branching out goes. So I just wanted to see how your medicinal branches of your local government go.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I guess like I Felix is good at his job, but his tonics taste like shit.
Do they have both
And
pinkies?
Felix?
Yeah.
I guess I haven't really
Great.
taken notice.
Great. More answers
Why?
come out that way. No, just wondering. Whenever people have more pinkies, it just often seems like they're more lenient to being truthful. You can find out more truths that way.
I just realized I you said that. My God. Rainier leads you to the doctor's. It is a humble abode to say the least. It is on the edge of town, and it is closest to the fields. Which, looking into the distance, before the land stretches out into forest again and mountain ranges and hills and whatnot, there are vast pastures, fields, and orchards that are spread out in this countryside. Felix's house is a simple stone cottage with a thatched roof and a small garden on the side of the lot that is growing different types of medicinal herbs. You can see a woman with silver hair in this garden now as you and Rainier approach.
All right, Rainier, can you go ahead and get my axe sharpened now?
Yeah, I guess. Do you want me to come back afterwards? Lead you back to the castle?
Sure, just come back or show up at the castle. Either or.
Okay, yeah, I'll see how much time it'll take Hammer to finish everything, and I'll we'll see each other at some point, I'm sure.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. And he fucks off with your axe.
Okay. I go in and I say, "Oh, hello."
You're gonna murder these people. I just realized this.
I mean,
because of the lower thread.
If they tell me the answers that I want, no.
I'm going to murder these old people. You enter the building and you say hello. An old man stops his rummaging through cabinets and turns at the sound of a door above his bell ringing. And he says, "Oh, yes. Yes, can I help you?"
Do you, by
Hello?
chance, know
There doesn't hurt.
of a tower in the woods?
Tower in the woods? No.
You don't
Haven't
know of
been.
any plagues that have been going on outside of this town?
No.
You or your wife?
No. Where does it hurt? Are you in pain? Are you sick?
No, I'm fine. But I'm just wondering, are you sick?
No.
You-
I wouldn't be working if I'm sick.
Well, I mean, that's just a state of being sometimes as well, isn't it? So you don't have any clue of any sickness outside of this town?
No, I only concern myself with what is going on with my people in this town.
So the name of Borealis does not ring a bell or anything.
Unless you're talking about the I can't fucking do this.
Hey, Boots,
voice anymore.
the Canadian. You put yourself there.
I fucked myself over with this. He says,
Hey,
unless
Boots.
you're talking about the lights in the sky, no. I don't know about any Borealis.
That's Aurora Borealis.
You only said Borealis. I
I did say that.
don't know what else you could mean.
So you wouldn't know anything about a woman in the woods.
No?
I want to make a perception check.
Okay.
Oh,
Do I-
with advantage. I'm going to use one of my inspiration.
Okay. Okay. God damn it.
Hello.
Hi, Connor.
Hello. Hi, everybody. So
Hi,
sorry
Connor.
I'm late.
No, you're
You're
not.
fine.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome
How
in.
was your day at work?
I'm so tired.
What did you do to those wolves?
You don't. I don't know. Did anyone check?
I slightly checked, but I was like, you know what? Whatever happens, happens.
Dan
Okay.
checked while still laying on top of the carriage.
Okay. We can just keep that between us. That's fine. I was just covering our tracks. We're good. Anyway, hi everybody. What's going on?
Hello.
Hi, Connor. We made it to town.
Yay.
I'm talking to this doctor and this doctor's wife to
Exciting.
see if.
Dan's interrogating a doctor.
Whoa,
How many
we're
fingers do they still have?
We're at questioning right now. I did
Currently,
ask
they
them.
still have all their
I
pink
did
fingers.
ask. I said, do they all have their pinkies? Both of
You
their
also asked if
pinkies?
they had extra pinkies.
I mean, I said, do they have all of their pinkies? Because that makes questioning them easier.
That's fair, I guess.
It's
I
disconcerting.
don't
is
think I
what
can
it is.
legally dispute that. Well, fun, cool, awesome.
Mhm.
What was your question, Dan?
I said, I did a perception check. Say if they, by chance, knew anyone of Borealis outside of town.
Right. Felix is not lying, from what you can tell. He does seem genuinely confused by your line of questioning, and also why you are here if you are not sick or needing any tonics or tinctures.
So you wouldn't know of any other doctors around that would be, by chance, traveling or researching things for the king or for the betterment of this kingdom?
No, my wife and I are the only physicians in the town in Karen. But I also have not heard of any of the doctor conscripting any private physicians recently.
What about any clerics?
No. What is cleric?
It's doctors of the divine, if you will. I know your gods have died.
As long as you know it.
But also,
not better repeating. I never believed in the gods anyway, but
gods are just people of better standing. But okay.
Are you saying that the king's a god?
No.
Are you sure? Yeah, he's not.
No, standing goes higher than him. But okay. If you don't know anything about the woods and you guys are just caring about the kingdom in here, then I will leave you be. But you, by chance, wouldn't have ever had to deal with... You don't have any plague equipment or anything, would you?
I can light a fire. That's all the plague equipment I need.
No, I mean by chance of like masks and things like that. You wouldn't know anybody that would have that.
Not any recent, if you want to. I suppose in no, not even in the attic. No, I'd have to say no.
And you wouldn't know anybody that used to be a doctor or anything that would have them?
Oh, sure, my great-great-grandparents. But if you want to ask them, you're gonna have to
go to the
dig them up
cemetery. Yes,
and
no.
try your best.
I don't feel like doing that, but good to know that that's an option. All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I go to the smith.
Okay. You follow the sounds of the blacksmith. And you find his shop kind of towards the center of town. It is a modest wooden structure. Outside in a working area, there is a hearth. There is a forge, and there is a vast display of farming equipment. And you see a dark-skinned man, well-muscled, with his shirt off, hammering at an item on his anvil.
Is he hammering on my axe?
Roll investigation.
15.
With a 15, let me see. With a 15, you can see that he is not.
Okay. Is my axe in the queue, or are you already done with it?
You can see that your axe is leaning up against the wall with a few other pieces of equipment in the queue to be worked on.
That's fine. I didn't really need it getting worked on. Still charge the crown. It's fine.
He is not interacting with you. He's just working on his
Do what you gotta do.
horseshoes.
Horseshoes.
His horseshoes.
That's
They take
fine.
priority.
All right. I take the axe and I head back to the castle.
As you take the axe, he stops his work and he says, "Hey, you can't take that. That's for
Fuck
Rainier."
off! Work on your horseshoes and then shove them up your ass.
He just stands there like, "What the fuck did I do?"
Charge it to the king. Anyway, say that you worked on them.
He double flips you off and then goes back to work. Connor, what's Love doing?
I do get a whetstone from him though.
No, you.
I
Hold on
ask
one
him for a
second, Connor.
whetstone.
I'm
I
sorry.
ask him for a
That's
whetstone. So just give me a whetstone and we'll call it even.
No, you just took an axe.
It's my
That
axe.
Rainier dropped it off.
It's my axe.
It's Rainier's axe.
It's my axe. It literally, you can tell it is a blade to shave a face.
Nuh-uh. It's Rainier's axe. Bring Rainier back to vouch for your story, and maybe I'll.
How about we
sell you
arm
a
wrestle
whetstone.
for it?
No. Got too much shit to do.
Just give me a whetstone and then charge it on Rainier as well.
No.
I'll send him tomorrow to
You ain't
verify.
getting shit from me.
The dog in me is getting pretty mad.
Fuck are you gonna do about it? Take my pinkies?
Whoa, what the fuck? You think I'm some kind of psychopath? No, I'm not gonna take your pinkies. How about I help? Do you need any heavy lifting around here? I'll do some heavy lifting for you, and in return, you just give me a whetstone, and you don't even have to work on my axe.
I'll take you up on that. I'll think about it. You stay there. and
What do you
wait.
mean think about it? Just tell me to do something, and I'll do it.
I don't know what the fuck needs to get done because I do everything by myself.
I will be able to pick up a heavier bucket of molten whatever for you to fill in all your things.
No, you
Usually-
know what? I have a better thing for you to do.
Okay.
I want you to go inside and I want you to wash my dishes for me.
Oh.
And then I'll give you a whetstone.
He gets some PTSD from whenever he worked in the service industry in the Forgotten Realms for his first 2 levels, and he's like, all right, I'll do it.
He's so brave. So brave. You go inside, there's a mountain of dishes in the kitchen.
Immediately just fills in the hot water with soap, dish soap, and just starts.
Good. Fantastic. Skippy is there. Skippy is licking some of the dishes clean to help you. He is acting as your garbage disposal. Connor, what's Love doing?
What a wonderful question. So we got to the town, right?
You also got to the castle.
And the castle. Cool.
Yeah, Klaus and Borealis went inside.
Got it. Did we formulate a plan as to how long until we all meet again?
Hell no.
Cool. And then have we had a long rest at all?
Hell no.
Cool. Perfect. That was last one is just to see if I got to re-roll for my ancestral spells, but I don't, so that's okay. What ancestral spells do I have? Before I move forward with my dumb things, I remember now. Cool. Awesome. So
Things you
after
need to know.
yes,
Real quick, I forgot
Yes,
to
please.
this, Howie. There's a party in your honor. It's a masquerade ball. It's happening either tonight or tomorrow in game. They will provide you with room and board and a place to wash up and costumes if you want them. It is a party in your honor as a party for getting Klaus back home safe, as well as a party for Klaus to introduce Borealis as his queen to be. And go.
Cool. Then Love, who's been in a bit of a funk since dealing with the wolves situation, and after talking to Rainier about the concepts and like of no magic and such things. How much time does Love have before the masquerade party?
Yes.
Cool.
I'm too tired. I have worked too many hours this week and not had enough days off to properly plan, and I will be so upfront with that. I
Cool.
wrote this session 2 weeks ago in preparation for today, and I'm not prepared.
Excellent. In that case, Love is going to do two things if she has time. The first thing that she's going to do, she is going to go to a mask shop, specifically a woodworkers or wood carvers location, if she can find that.
Okay.
With the specific purpose of finding a masquerade mask.
Okay. You can have either a clothier's shop or an artisan's dwelling.
I'm going to go with the artisan's dwelling, please.
Okay. So you go to the blacksmith and you find amongst his collection of metalworks. What is Bogo doing? She's doing shit. I don't
Being
know where
a butt.
She's angry at me, and I don't blame her. You find amongst his who's its and what's its galore, that he also has quite a few wooden sculptures on display, and in the back part of his shop, there are some wooden masks that are on display as well that have little price tags hanging from them.
Exciting.
And he is at his anvil, clinking and clanking away.
I'm going to look through the masks. I'm specifically going to look and see if there's anything that's like a Bauta style mask of full face, more of like a point, not like the pointed nose, but more of like a blade that comes out with no mouth, but there's space underneath that you can still eat and drink through it.
Do they have a Bofa mask?
The what?
So do they have a Bofa mask?
A what kind of mask, Dan? I don't get it.
A Bofa.
What's Bofa, Dan? Don't turn off your camera. Face me. God damn it, Dan. The worst. Because of the absolute worst.
You can't be mad.
Yeah,
I literally have fanny packs that say contains Bofa on them.
Yeah, mine is over there. I've rearranged a bit. It's somewhere around.
Do you want me to get mine to show off?
Nope, I found mine. It's right there.
Okay.
It's good. It's just out of reach. And I have a kitty cat in my lap, and he's very happy that I'm home. So I'm gonna not get up. I know, he's a good boy. Anyway, yeah. So I would like I would like to buy a mask from this darling man, if I can.
So the blacksmith is tinkering away at his anvil. And you're admiring his wares. You roll an investigation check for me.
I sure can, as I reach for a dice, realizing that I have roll 20 up.
Hello, Bogo.
Investigation, you say?
Investigation, I say.
I'd be happy to. How about an 18, for those of you following along at home?
For an 18, you find 6 different masks. You find half masks, You find 3/4 masks. You find one fully heart-shaped mask with spikes around the edges of it. And then at the very end, you find a selection of 3 different Bauta masks. You find one that is pure white. You find one that is a soft lavender with creeping golden vine embellishments on the face of it. And you find one that is as dark as night and seems to be absorbing all light that is around it.
Love is going to walk along, like kind of. She's trailing her fingers across these masks. She's going to get to the Bauta ones and touch very gently touch the abyssal one, absorbing light, and have a very forlorn sigh kind of escape. And that these, while that's what she thought that she wanted, this isn't her in that regard. It's not really. These aren't made by the person that she wants them to be made by, and it doesn't really fill that hole in the heart. And then she remembers the heart-shaped mask, and so she'll turn back to that one and hold a hesitant hand out on it, or like towards it.
Okay.
And check her spell list, because I can't remember what character I'm playing.
You're playing Love, the tiefling.
I sure
ranger.
am. Nope, not gonna work. And softly and meekly, but with purpose. Excuse me, sir. Sir.
And the blacksmith stops his work and turns to you and wipes the sweat from his brow and says, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, I'd like to buy this heart-shaped spiky mask, please. How much would that one be?
Oh, you want that thing?
Yes, please.
Shit. I mean, never thought I'd sell that one. 5 gold.
Oh, done. Easy. Yeah, absolutely. I would love to. Did you make this one?
Yes. Of course I made it. That's why it's on my wall.
Gorgeous. Yeah, I will absolutely take that. Thank you so much. I'll be wearing it to the ball tonight. Actually, the masquerade that's happening. Could I know your name just so I could, show off your craftsmanship and give you credit where credit's due?
You want my name?
I don't want. Love is gonna no, I don't. I'm so sorry. I don't want your name. May I please hear your name, that I may tell others of your craftsmanship and properly cite your works?
Yes. Yeah. My name is Hammer.
Palmer?
Hammer.
Hammer?
Hammertie.
Hammertie. That's a
Hammertie.
very interesting name. So interesting that I doubt anyone can even touch how interesting that is. So cool.
Have not heard that joke before. Thank you.
Really? No way. Really? Never?
Never in my life.
I see. Okay. Well, fantastic. So, yeah, I would love this mask. Do you have like a special name for it, or anything? Any kind of inspirational background? Like, tell me of your art.
Oh yeah. Well, so this mask came to me in a dream. Really freaky dream. I think you would even call that a nightmare. Really.
I see.
Haunted me for 3 days time before I finally put it into a physical thing. Damnedest thing. Every time I worked on it, I swear I could hear this one specific song that was playing, but I'm not a musician, so I wouldn't be able to recite it for you or anything. Yeah, I call it a major mask.
A major mask. That's
major
interesting.
mask.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's. I'm definitely. Yeah, I'll definitely speak of this for you. I'm just gonna, and she's gonna tie it like to her travel bag in a way, so that way it faces out, but it's underneath her cloak still. Um, Thank you, Hammer. I appreciate your work. I'm gonna. Um, do you know? Is there like a library around here?
Library.
Yes,
No, we're not really the learning sort. We're more of the work the land kind of sort here.
I understand. Um, would you be interested in some, I don't know, extra knowledge or um, anything like that?
I do not have the time to read books, but if you've got a quick little fun fact to give me, I'll take it.
Yeah, actually, I do. You see, my boyfriend, he also does woodworking, and well, he did before he died, but I'm trying to bring him back, and it's a whole thing. Anyway, so he also does these woodworking things, and his we worked together in the same like field, and his work had him make a mask as kind of an indication, like a badge of honor for his role in our world. And so I think that these masks down here, especially this one, the light absorbent one, it reminds me a lot of his mask that he wore. And my sorry, this isn't really turning into a quick blurb. Um, I think if you incorporated your wood and your metal skills in the same kind of mask making kind of thing, and if you took one of these masks and you framed it in metal, I think you would really make something that could truly be used as like a very inspirational piece. You know, it might like inspire others to feel more than what they do with just one type of medium. I know there are a
Hmm.
lot of cultures out there that do such things, and if you experiment with precious metals, or more importantly to me, common metals, and really show them up in a new way, I think that can be a very interesting way to breathe new life into your work, and kind of help with maybe changing things up for yourself. You know?
Hmm. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. And what was your name?
Oh, I'm Love.
Of course you are. Well,
It's
thank you, love.
of
Um,
course.
good luck with that mask.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll be sure to tell everyone where I got it. And Love is going to head out the door to her second
Okay.
location.
Oh no. Well,
Yes.
in just a moment, I will talk to you about that. Maximus, is there anything you'd like to do real quick in game before you have to head out for the night or the day?
Uh, not really.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Right on. All right,
Oh,
Connor,
I
what's your
have to
second?
leave in. No, I have to leave at 3-ish. Yeah.
Okay.
So like a couple of minutes.
Okay, cool. Right on. Well, just let me know so we can say our goodbyes.
Yep.
Connor, what was your second location?
Second location. I would like to go somewhere in this, like, because this is like the village outside the castle, right? Or like adjacent to the
Correct.
castle. Okay.
Yes,
So
directly outside
I
the
would,
castle.
got it. I would like to, um, can you run over the list of buildings again?
Yeah, I've been coming up with them as people have been wanting to do stuff. So there's
Cool.
a bunch of houses. There are fancier houses. There
Mhm.
is a well in the center of town. There is a tavern, which is
Mhm.
where Quill is currently at. There's the blacksmith where you were just at, and where Mordau is inside the house washing dishes with Skippy, the smooth-brained goat. There is a church and there is a physician's house.
Cool. I would like to go to the church, please.
Okay. It is tall and imposing, and there's an attached graveyard beside it.
Exciting. Does it look well maintained or used, or is this like abandoned?
It's kind of halfway between.
Mhm.
There's no real. You know that the gods are dead in this world, and so having a church is You know what? No, fuck it. Why am I telling you this? You have to roll for the shit.
Cool.
Roll history or arcana.
They're both a 4, but how about history? How about an 18 again?
Perfect. One more 18 and you get a level up.
Nice.
History 18. With an 18, you recognize that the gods of this world are dead. And so having a church in this location being somewhat kept up with seems maybe a little bit more like a formality. Somebody could have been a little bit more like nostalgic, you might think, because the graveyard is also very well kept. There are no like extremely fresh graves, but the headstones are clean. There are fresh flowers on some of the grave sites. So maybe keeping up this old building and this graveyard is a sense of what's the word I'm looking for? Paying respects in more ways than one.
Okay. Is the graveyard in front of, to the side, or behind the entrance to the church?
To the side and wraps around. To the
Okay.
back.
And are the church doors open?
Church doors are closed.
Okay. Love is going to take a respectful stroll through the graves and kind of check out and peruse the headstones to see if there are any, if there's like a sense of time or like dates and stuff. Not knowing what time or date it is now, but
Right.
trying to see that and trying to see like causes of death or any kind of commonality between like, not necessarily, I guess, practicing religion, but
Yeah.
if there are any common cultural
If
things
this
within
is
this
any
graveyard.
form of like record keeping for them also.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's the librarian mode in Love's brain that this is a source of anthropological information that she's trying to ingest and then apply, and then there's an emotional aspect too, connected with her experience with the mask just now too.
Right. Roll either perception or investigation for me.
Okay.
And remember, if it's an 18, you get a
Fuck.
level.
15.
So close.
I know. Okay.
It's the damnedest thing. When Love tries to look at these gravestones a little bit too hard, the information becomes blurry. You can see the names. You can see that there is a dash, possibly denoting between 1 year and another year. You can see small little epitaphs on these different headstones, but you cannot see any dates.
Interesting. Okay, like, is it being blurred in a way that, like, it's not that I can't understand the language.
It is being blurred in a way of cognizant dissonance. I don't know if you're the fun kind of like neurospicy that I am, where it's like if your brain is not functioning in the correct way, nothing you do will let you focus on this one area. It's like you have a blind spot.
Right.
But you can tell that there's something there, but you just cannot perceive what it is.
Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. All right. I'm gonna do, I guess the pace through the graveyard and circle back and
Okay.
knock on the
Also,
door.
knock
Oh,
on the door.
good.
Okay, perfect. No, we can do this both at the same time. Perfect. So you walk up the creaking wooden steps to the church. It has a porch area where above you can see a large circular window made of different colored stained glasses. The yeah. I lost my train of thought. The doors are closed, the windows are shuttered. It is a kind of like a southern porch wraparound
Mm-hmm.
type of situation. Um, but you go to reach out to knock on the door, and I need you to make me a charisma saving throw, please.
No, I don't like that. I have a -1 to charisma.
I know you do. That's why I'm having you do it.
But a natural 20 reduced to a 19. Huh. Huh. Uh-huh.
Hey Connor, remember a few weeks ago when you gave me some
No.
bad advice?
Yeah? Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Oh, no! Alright. Alright. Is that
I'd
quadruple
like you to
disadvantage?
no, I don't want to make you use that just now, but I wanted to scare you. With a nat
Okay.
20,
Okay.
you
Whew.
this is what power feels like. This is great.
Uh-oh.
With a nat 20, you reach up to knock on the door and you are halted by a cackling laughter filling your head. It is a rattling sound as if the head that this laughter is coming from is wobbling and shaking to and fro as it makes this noise. You can hear the tinkling of a soft bell as this sound is happening, and as this cacophony of disgusting laughter fills you, you are overcome by a melody that plays inside of your brain. And it is almost sickening the way that it pounds against your skull and it wraps around your brain and it's forcing you into a migraine and it's making you disoriented and nauseous. And just as it's about to grip a little bit too hard, it releases and all of the sound is gone. And you are left with the blessing sounds of the crashing waves and the gulls crying off in the distance and the sound of Hammer hitting the anvil in his workshop. And as you shake this sensation out of your head, you find that your hand is still balled into a fist, raised into the air, just about to knock on the door of this church. And I'm going to ask you if you would like to knock on the church again.
Yes.
Okay. You knock on the church. You hear a dull thudding. I can't fucking talk.
Full
We know.
dulling. I love it.
A full dulling.
Got it.
I was elbow deep into pelicans today. It was
Gross.
great, and my brain is mush. Did you know that they have this thing called feather lice and pouch lice?
I do now.
It's gross. They crawl on me. It's icky.
I don't like that.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Dull knocking sound rings through the church that you can hear through these hollowed doors. And there is no reply. There is no footsteps inside. There is no indication that anyone has heard you, nor that anyone is coming to assist you at the front door.
Okay. I'm gonna Is it a door handle? Is it?
It is it's double doors. And they're kind of the latch type, like what
Right.
the front door of the big house is like.
Got you. Okay. I'm gonna try and open the door.
Okay. You do that. And it is locked.
Okay. I'm gonna check my surroundings. Anyone watching me?
Roll perception.
So close again. 17. I'm gonna get that sweet 18.
So close to that sweet 18. Nobody is around to witness you doing this.
Okay. I'm gonna pop out my thieves' tools from like in a bracer, just kind of
Okay.
unflap it and pull out, and I'm gonna try to pick the lock to open the door.
Okay. Do you have to roll anything for thieves' tools, or is it? Although I can make you do a lock.
Yeah.
Lock picking check.
Yes, and I'm proficient in thieves' tools, so I don't know if that translates to advantage or what. It's your game, dog. You choose.
Okay.
Thank you.
Roll me a dexterity check with advantage.
Okay, just flat ass dexterity.
Yeah.
Okay, can't do, dog. Can do. A 13.
13 does not do it.
Okay.
Hello, Pueblo.
Yes, he's a good boy. Such a good boy he is. Although his tail is mysteriously wet, and I don't know why. So that's a mystery for future me. Yes, hi. I'm gonna put my thieves' tools back in their sleeve in the bracer. And then I think I'm gonna walk away from the church.
Okay.
Is it like isolated? Like, is it part of like a block, like on the street, or is it like kind of a its own?
It's fairly isolated,
Mhm.
but like there's other buildings around it.
Okay,
I guess it would be like part of its own block.
got it. Yeah, I want to go and see if there's like a back door because I don't know if I made it all the way around with how the graveyard was.
Yeah.
Because I was just staying inside the graveyard. I'd like to go around the other side to see what else there is
Okay.
with this building.
You go around back. The church appears to be like far larger than what it seems, just looking at the front of the building.
Mhm.
But you go around to the back of the structure, and you find a simple one door back door. You find a small courtyard with paved stones.
Mhm.
You find a few stone benches. You find a old withered tree, and you find a fountain. Hi, Puff. How does it feel to be a demon?
That hurts so bad.
You
Tiny
find
claws.
Yeah, I know. You find a old dried up fountain with a cherub in a striking pose with a bow and arrow. And then beyond
Okay.
that is more of the graveyard.
Yeah. I'm gonna try the back door. I'm gonna keep my eye on
Okay.
that fountain, but I'm gonna try the back door.
Okay. It's locked also.
Okay.
I'm not gonna have you roll for it. It's also locked.
Cool. You said courtyard, fountain, it's dry.
Yep.
No one's
Old
been
withered tree.
got it. No one's been doing upkeep and stuff.
It's not that nobody's been doing upkeep. I mean, the courtyard itself is fairly well taken care of. There's some like fallen leaves and like dirt on the stones, but it's not overrun by greenery or anything.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna go look at the tree.
Okay. There is a small wooden bench directly in front of it. It is a gnarled, pretty much dried piece of driftwood at this point.
Mhm.
And its bark is sharp when you touch it.
Interesting. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna sit on the bench.
Okay, you do that.
I'm gonna take a breath, close my eyes. If I lean back in the bench, will like the back of my head hit the tree?
Yes.
I'm gonna ease on back then, like eyes closed, and just kind of relax and take a moment
Uh-huh.
to see what like I feel in this space, and lean back against the tree.
Okay. It sounds like you're trying to meditate,
Sure, yeah.
almost. Okay. Roll me wisdom. No, either wisdom or constitution. Not a saving throw, just a check.
Okay. We'll go with whiz. A 22.
A 22. With a 22, you feel at peace. There is the sun shining on you. There's the crashing of the waves in the distance. Very soft smells of citrus and dirt, in a pleasing sort of way. It feels very natural here,
Mm.
and you feel at peace.
Okay. Uh, I'll open my eyes and look back, or I guess like I'm facing the church, right? So I'm going to open
Uh-huh.
my eyes and look at the church.
Okay.
And I want to see if there's anything that I'm missing about the building itself, about the structure, about if I can, I guess, draw on my time with the monastery and
Hmm.
collecting like historical records, information, like just as kind of like my general knowledge of things of that I've seen throughout my travels. I want to look at that building and see, am I missing something? If I seen this, knowing that this is a storybook, right? Like, is this
Yeah.
a plot point? Is this a story feature point, or is this the background information that somebody else might have? Let me back that up for a second. Going off of this order of events with this
Yes.
22 in wisdom to, relax and stuff.
Yeah.
I had a flash of something happen, right? And it's
Okay.
something, a maniacal cackling with the head wobble and that feeling and that like snap back into the coastal thing and then back into reality, right?
Right.
I want to, now that I've examined this building, I've tried to get inside. Could have tried harder, didn't, but looked at this courtyard, looked at the tombs, looked at everything here with this building. I want to look at it with a renewed perspective
Okay.
and ask, like, is this a plot point for Borealis's story? Or is this a plot point, or is it not? I guess is the right way to put it. That's what I'm
Right.
looking at.
Okay. I would like you to roll me a perception check at advantage, please.
Oh, thank you. It's a natty 20 with an 8. So 28. For those
Perfect.
of you bad at math, like me.
Like me.
Mhm.
I'm going to send you a secret.
Textually?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to tell you a verbal secret for everybody to learn. As you look at this building to try and commune with it and find its secrets. You see in a window up above the back door, kind of where like an attic might be. Yeah, Dan, you good? I can't hear you. You're muted. Yeah, Max, you
I'm
good
listening.
too?
I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm
Okay.
listening.
We're listening.
I'm listening.
All right. Okay.
Two of the
As
worst.
as you look at this window that is kind of up in a general attic area of this building, you can see a dark shadow move past it very quickly. There is a rustling of the curtains that is there, but you can see no broken window or area for a draft.
Okay. Love is going to do her bestest to make it look like. Please don't touch my keyboard, cat. Please. You're already a gremlin. I don't need
Which
you
one
to
is it?
nuke the stream. Puff.
Oh, it's Puff.
She just did a dainty stretch, and her little paw went
Wait.
keyboard because she's a monster.
Tech wizard.
Yes. So Love is going to do her best to make it look like she didn't see that,
Uh-huh.
and kind of over her shoulder turn to the tree and go, "Guess I'm barking up the wrong tree." Huh? Huh? Huh?
Hold
Okay.
on. Hold on.
Oh no.
Hold on. Hold on. Ah, what is it? What is it? Yeah, thank you, Xylo, for saying boo to that.
Thanks, Xylo. Appreciate that.
Roll a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
A whiz.
A whiz.
A savey throw whiz.
A saving
You're
throw.
getting a
Whiz.
whiz.
How about a natural 20 for a 24?
Okay, nothing happens.
Okay. Well, all right then. And Love will stand up and collect her staff.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I said nothing happens, but what I meant to say was nothing happens to you, but you do hear crickets in the distance.
Ah. Well. Okay. And she'll stand up and grab her staff and do a little clack clack on the ground. And I just thought of something to do to kind of fuck with you a little bit.
Oh, with me?
Yeah, just like
Bring it.
just
Bring
like a
it.
little bit. But
No,
hang on, I have
no,
to.
let's do it.
Okay. That would be funny, but I'm not going to.
Oh, but you could though.
I think there's a funnier here.
There's a funnier option.
Sorry to interject. I might head off now.
Okay.
See you guys next time, hopefully.
Bye. Have a
Bye.
good day.
Enjoy.
Safe adventures.
Hmm.
All right, and then there were 4.
Okay.
All right, what's the funny?
Okay, I'm going to, with that little tap tap,
Okay.
I'm going to cast Prestidigitation.
Okay.
And I'm going to make a color, a small mark, or a symbol appear on an object or surface for 1 hour.
Okay.
And if you're okay with it, I know it bends the rules of Prestidigitation a little bit. But I'd like to, where I was sitting, like right next to where I was sitting, have like a. Oh no, I can do that. That's fine. I was gonna have Love was here appear on the bench. But I think what it's gonna be is that it's gonna be like an offset, like asymmetrical heart in like straight lines, in like a calligraphy brushstroke style. Going back to my calligrapher's tools.
Okay.
Proficiency. And I just want that to be kind of like just a thing that shows up on the bench that's visible from that window.
Okay.
As that heart right there, knowing that this is a story. It's kind of like leaving a note for the next reader kind of thing, and then she's going
Right.
to walk away. And I want that magic spell to be a bit obvious, right? It's not like just hiding it. It's
Yeah.
a thing. And then she's going to walk and whistle a tune, heading back towards past the graveyard.
As you do that,
Hmm?
you hear something whistle back to you. And
Yeah.
it's a voice that sounds familiar to you.
Oh.
And it's a voice that you associate with the smell of mint
Okay.
and books.
Yep. Uh-huh.
And I'm going to send you something on Discord.
Okay.
And this is yours to keep.
Okay.
And it would be funny if you read some of it out loud.
Got it. Right this moment or at a future point in time?
Right this moment actually would be really funny.
Okay.
And now you have gotten 2 magical items in one episode, so have fun.
That's oh no.
Did you click on it?
I did.
Yeah.
I mean, I read it in the file. I didn't. Oh no. So I guess do I have a little bit of narrative control here?
Absolutely.
Okay. So as Love is walking, she takes a step with her staff, and then the side of her cloak like taps into it, and it feels like in that pocket of that cloak, that hidden traveler's pocket, there's something in there. And she fishes it out, and it's a small canvas bag that fits in the palm of your hand. It's tied with a simple string, adorned with a single mint leaf and a gift tag written in common. Keep it up. And below that, that's what she said. And again below that, smaller this time, and in the same hand, I don't get it. And she almost I just read your note. Get the asshole.
No, read it out loud. It's funny.
I will. So she kind of hefts the bag a little bit, and feels that it's full of 5 simple rocks.
Okay, perfect.
And Love, through like a tearied, happy smile, goes, gotta get a big old whiff of that zombie BF, which is in the notes for what I was supposed to say.
Yep.
And she tucks that pouch back in her pocket and yeah, strolls on into town, heading, I think, towards the tavern.
Okay, perfect. You can either do this now or you can do this later. But in the notes, in the description, it does say you can make a DC 15 Arcana check to find the item's hidden functions. So you can do this now or you can do this later.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now because I feel like you want me to, and I also want me to.
Okay.
Let me go.
And I will allow you to
Yeah.
use inspiration on this.
That thing I don't have.
Oh, do you not have inspiration?
I don't, and I don't want it. No,
we
gotta
we
keep
all
the
got
mystery.
inspiration, but Connor was not here to earn inspiration.
Connor sure wasn't.
Because Connor was late.
Connor was late, and late boys don't get inspo. Okay, so we're gonna do Arcana check. That is a natural 1.
Okay.
Oh, all those 20s.
Uh-huh.
All those 20s. You fucked it up. So you don't learn the secrets of this item yet, but you can once a day, so like once per session, you can repeat this check until you make it if you want. I will be kind to you in that, because the shit that I did for this is fucking funny in my opinion.
Oh yeah. I would agree. I think once per day is absolutely a perfect amount. I think Love is too emotionally touched at this.
Yep.
yeah, I think that's that holdover, and so she's probably gonna pause on the walkway on the walk to the tavern, to have like a real cry. I think about this away
Aw.
from the church, a distance away from the church before getting to the tavern. I think it's a look out into the sea and not in the sea. That would be ridiculous. Look out into the woods, and have a real decent like in her own headspace cry.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And now we have done a lot with love. Quill and or Mordau, is there anything that you two would like to do before we finish up session for this evening?
No, Mordau didn't have to cut any pickies off. He's fine.
Okay. This session.
Quill would just like to visit the blacksmith and commission a mask to be made. But
Sure.
as he starts to give the description of the mask, it's actually a helmet.
Hummer listens to your description and kind of pulls out a piece of scratch paper and a piece of charcoal and starts to kind of like sketch as you talk and just like whip up different types of blueprints for this pretty much. And as you kind of describe this, he gets kind of a twinkle in his eye and he says, "This might just be the funnest thing I've made in a while." Yeah. Yeah, when do you need this by?
Oh, that's the trick, mate. They're supposed to either be throwing this masquerade either tonight or tomorrow. So time is not on our side.
And he looks back to his anvil and the collection of horseshoes that he's been making. And he says, give me about 2.5, 3 hours. And I'll get this done for you.
Don't you need to measure my head first?
Nah. Now
So
I'll go
just
for the challenge.
Just remember, I'm an arrogant prick, so you might want to make it bigger than you think.
We'll see. Can't be any worse than that fucker who's in my house right now cleaning my dishes.
You suck at some poor nonsense into doing your dishes.
Yeah. He wanted a whetstone. He was rude to me. He's doing my chores for me.
So it goes from a we go from a whetstone to a wet sponge.
Fair is fair.
Well, then how much will I owe you for this?
Say 10 gold.
Oh, fuck me. All right.
I mean, I could put you to work inside, give you a discount for it.
Didn't you hear what I said? I'm an arrogant prick.
Yeah.
No, I'll just pay you for it.
All right. I mean, I was good. You any good at sweeping floors? You can sweep my floors, and I'll knock off 3 gold.
I'm actually not that any good at sweeping floors. I'd have to do it by hand.
Well, I'd ask you to cook dinner, but I wouldn't trust anything you cook from the looks of it.
Oh, I wouldn't either. I mean, I could copy anything you have that needs written into any other language.
Nah.
Yeah,
Don't have much use for written word here.
Oh, I disagree. You may not see the use for it, but someday there's always a use for the written word.
Oh, sure, I have no doubt of that. I don't personally need it. Can't read.
Fair enough. You can't read.
See?
What if I could teach you to speak any language?
Interesting concept, but no thank you. As long as I can sketch, it's all the communication I need.
Fair enough.
So, 2 hours should be alright.
And as painful as this is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 10. There you go.
Alright. And he hefts the gold in his hands and he kind of looks it over, and then he goes over to one of his working tables and he drops the coins into a giant glass jar. And he gets to work on creating your helmet.
From there, I'd like to go over to the a different armorer, probably the tailor, because
Okay.
for textile armor.
There's a clothiers.
Yeah. And have them make me a gambeson.
Okay.
And it's just a simple blue gambeson with a split leg design.
Okay.
With a full center cover over the groin.
Okay.
So it opens up like a series of robes at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
But it's anywhere that you could, take a hit, you would have to go through the gambeson to hit me first.
Okay.
And then okay, yes, in blue, yes, okay. Oh, can we add that golden mantle? Yeah, just right there around the shoulders. Oh, with a cape. Yeah, it needs a cape.
All right. You're telling these nice women this, and they're writing it down and taking your measurements as you go. And they will make this to order, but it will take them about 4 hours.
Oh, not to worry. I'm not even done drinking yet. This is the most pompous gauche thing that Quill could think of. For those of you who want to get in on the joke ahead of time, the most pompous thing that Quill can think of is dressing up as Dr. Fate.
I love that he's cosplaying.
I was trying so hard to figure out, like, okay, which Marvel/DC character is this gonna be? And
Quill based on Constantine.
Yeah.
The most pompous bastard that he could think of is Dr. Fate.
And then it clicked in my head of like, this is a Constantine lore right there. That's good. That is absolutely fantastic.
Mordell's just gonna
dry the dishes
whenever he gets his tuxedo. That's like exactly what he has, but with sleeves. He's just gonna tear the sleeves off again and just tie them into a bandana and cut some holes in it, and that's his masquerade mask.
It's like a Ninja Turtle mask.
Yeah, so essentially a Ninja Turtle mask.
This is
or a Zorro mask.
Or a Zorro mask. The first image I got in my head was from a different live play tabletop game Legends of Adventurous, one of their players has this like Ninja Turtle hoodie, and it has like the mask built into the hood, and he pulls it over his head, and it looks horrific. And that was the first image that popped to mind. I will find the clip and I will send it to you, Dan, because I think you would enjoy it. All right. Anything else anybody would like to do before we call session this evening? What?
No, never mind. I'll save it for the top of the next one.
No, go ahead.
It's better if I save it for the top of the next one.
I'm curious now, though. You have me invested.
Then I guess you'll have to tune in next time.
Oh no!
Shoot. Got him.
Got him. Okay, perfect. Anybody else? Erica, you're muted.
Quill is just going to finish his Dr. Fate cosplay.
Perfect. All right. Well then, as our story comes to a close for this session, you all have busied yourselves in town, learning secrets, obtaining items, and making enemies and friends alike. And your two charges have been left alone in their castle, with a promise of commitment hanging over them and weighing down the possibilities of the evening ahead, as lavish feasts are already being prepared. Lush tapestries and clothing and music has already begun to be rehearsed and stitched together. And as the party continues their adventure in town, the audience views a girl in the tallest part of this castle, with hair cut short and staring out at the sea, hearing the cry of gulls, and wondering if she has made the right choice in her life. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session. So thanks for joining us, both players and audience alike. I'm sorry that we started later than normal. We will see how that does in the future. But I appreciate you guys being here and going through this adventure with me. We're going to have some fun in the next few sessions. It's going to be a wonderful time, I think. We play every other week. So our next session is hypothetically in June, if you can believe that. It'll be on Sunday, June 2nd. You can join the Discord servers for Vibe Tribe Productions to get daily updates of what is playing when and where. Follow us on social media, follow us on Twitch so that I can start getting emotes. I want that head pat emote, Will, if you're listening. Please. And everybody, let's all tell everyone where else you can find us, starting with Erica.
Hi, I'm Erica. You can find me DMing Monday nights, every other Monday night, for Gaia Chronicles, a JRPG-inspired game. If you've ever played anything produced by Square Enix, then you probably already know what we're doing. Which is funny, because the cast doesn't. And they've played these games.
How do you know I don't know what's happening, or what's going to happen?
Because I wrote the story. I always flip everything.
I'll get into that Google Doc one way or another.
If you want to cheat, just ask me for it. I'll share it.
No.
But then you just have to read through my 217 pages of chaos.
I'm friends with YA fantasy authors. I'm so used to that. I get first read on their drafts. It is chef's kiss to me.
Oh no, none of mine are drafts.
Oh no, I know.
It is just a collection of ideas all on a page, and then I tried to put them in general sections, and then after that, I ad-lib every episode.
Yeah. What do you think I do?
So,
Connor, say your outro. You're muted.
Okay. I have a kitty cat in my lap, and she's now woken up. I know, she usurped her brother from my lap, and now he's right here. Anyway, hi, I'm Connor. I've been playing Love, the Tiefling, Fey Wanderer Ranger. I forgot my subclass there for a second. You can find me in Gaia Chronicles, GM'd by Erica, and joined by both of these two homies here, which is pretty cool. I'm also in El Juego, which we play once a month. Our next game will be towards the end of June. I'm not entirely sure exactly what date because I can't remember in my brain, but it's in my phone. Come on by, see that. It's going to be super awesome, super fun. You can see me in some Season 2 Vibe Tribe stuff. Subscribe to all of our things and follow us on all the things to get them sweet headpad emotes. And I don't know if YouTube does special treats. Eventually, maybe we'll get a play button. Maybe. Who's to say? Anyway, that's me. Yay.
It's the 23rd of June, by the way.
23rd of
June. 23rd of June.
23rd of June.
Sunday morning for me because I'm in the Pacific time zone.
And I'm Dan. I played Mordau, the Goliath Barbarian of the Path of the Giants. And I'm also on Gaia Chronicles. And I play a character named Norm Allman. Great guy. But yeah, have loads of fun. Just throwing a wrench of just chaos into everything. I'm digging it. Can't wait till next time.
Yeah.
Can I interject?
Mm-hmm.
Every time I see Norm, I just want to see them walk up in the conversation. Hello, fellow humans.
Yeah, just a la Steve Buscemi. Yeah.
Give me 3 days, and I will make meme art of that.
A skateboard. Yeah, it's just Norm. How do you do, fellow humans?
Right on. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. Remember to drink your water and take your meds and eat healthy meals and get at least 8 hours of sleep. And we'll see you in 2 weeks or before then on other Vibe Tribe stuff. All right. Everybody have a good night or day or whenever you're watching. And be good to each other. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for tuning in to another Vibe Tribe production. What's gonna happen next time? Well, you're gonna have to tune in to find out. But until then, remember, take care of yourself, love one another, and as always, make sure that you keep the good times rolling. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time.